Hello everyone and welcome to a new video interview for Jogonet Gaming News. Today we're joined by Tim Kennedy, Vice President of Sales at SUZOHAPP. The gaming products manufacturer and distributor is set to showcase its latest solutions at the upcoming SBC Summit in Barcelona. And Tim will be sharing with us what to expect from the company at this major event and much more. Well, first of all, Tim, thank you so much for joining us today.
Great to be here. Good to see you again.
Well, and starting with the questions, I think that the best introduction is to ask you what will the company be showcasing at this event? We know that there will be a focus on SUZOHAPP's sports betting ecosystem. What will visitors approaching SUZOHAPP's stand at the expo find?
Yeah, you're right. Obviously, SBC being sports betting focused, the ecosystem is front and center of our stand. More specifically, though, we have the SBT 500 Plus. We also have our Cash.io omni-channel payment system. Plus, this time we're also introducing our ITV 9000 scratch ticket vending solution, and a few other things besides.
Well, this participation represents SUZOHAPP's first at this event, right? What I wanted to ask you is what led the company to pick this event, and what are your expectations in terms of discussions, networking opportunities?
Yeah, SBC has been growing for a number of years, and I think this time out in Barcelona, it might have even doubled in size since last year. And it's becoming the kind of must-attend event in Europe, certainly for sports betting. We've also invited a number of customers from a lottery world, so we're hoping to combine, important conversations with sports betting operators, but also lottery operators as well, who have interests in both, obviously, the lottery world, but also sports betting increasingly.
Right. At the event, SUZOHAPP has been shortlisted in the land-based betting and gaming product of the year category. What I wanted to know is, what do you think explains this nomination? What was key in being shortlisted?
Yeah, so we've been nominated for the SBT 500 Plus, and that product is kind of unique. So it allows players to play, or it facilitates in-play betting, and it supports omni-channel payments. So you can play with an online wallet, but it also has a bill validator or note acceptor, as we would say in Europe. So it facilitates walk-up play. So with notes in your pocket, you can play. So it's kind of unique in the marketplace. Traditionally, I would say a lot of countries are still, for land-based at least, still involved in transactional betting in land-based, and slowly moving to more entertainment-led in-play betting. And this is an ideal product for that environment where you can play amongst friends on the table or bar top.
Right. Well, since the event is taking place in Barcelona, what I wanted to ask you is, how important is the Spanish market for SUZOHAPP at the moment? And how are the company solutions fit for the requirements and player preferences of this market? And on a wider scope, which other markets will you focus on at this event?
Yeah, Spain is a very important gaming and betting market for SUZOHAPP. The number of gaming venues and also betting venues is substantial in Spain. I think for us, the opportunity on the betting side is this migration potentially to in-play betting in a retail environment. Spain has some really nice examples where you can play both gaming and betting in a nice, relaxed environment,
Right.
And they've also offer drinking and sometimes food as well. So it's kind of unique entertainment experience, which I think would work very well with this type of tabletop terminal. So definitely, Spanish customers will be on our target list. However, SBC being what it is, it's a very international event. So I expect a lot of European and from much further afield. So we'll be talking to those customers as well and reaching out to them.
Well, taking into account that one of the main highlights of SUZOHAPP's participation in this event will be the sports betting ecosystem, we have event organizers calling SBC's upcoming edition the sports betting zone, one of the can't miss features of the event. Taking into account this, sports betting will be a major topic. Which trends and ongoing topics within the sports betting vertical, such as payments, player protection, compliance, do you expect to be at the forefront at SBC Barcelona? And how is SUZOHAPP keeping up with these discussions taking place?
Yeah, so obviously, as you say, payments is at the forefront of every discussion, I think, and that continuously evolves. From SUZOHAPP's perspective, our payment solution is very flexible and bridges the online and the land-based sector very well. Player protection, as you say, again, I think we've spoken a few times already on this subject, but we have a number of solutions and we are starting to see rollout now in a number of countries with facial recognition and some hardware and software solutions that allow staff to meet their compliance obligations, supported by machine software and hardware technology. Those are two important subjects. And then the third one is really the age-old discussion about omnichannel and what that means, and it continuously evolves, I would say.
Actually, Daddy, as part of the event, you will be speaking on a panel about omnichannel gaming. Can you provide us a preview of what you will be discussing at this session, and what will visitors be able to learn from your speech and your experience?
Yes, sure. So I believe omnichannel, the phrase was first adopted in something like 2010. So we've been talking about omnichannel for a very long time, in the wider market, but in gaming, certainly. I think my take on omnichannel is that it remains relevant today. COVID was the ideal opportunity, I guess, for online to basically kill off retail if it was ever going to happen. And that certainly didn't happen. And I would say retail businesses are, bouncing back and reinventing themselves better than ever. So my point would be that I see omnichannel moving to much more of a player-centric model. And it's all about keeping players engaged and allowing them to play in the way that they want to play at the time of day that they want to play. And retail is a significant part of that whole player journey and shouldn't be forgotten about.
Right. Well, to conclude the interview, we have been focusing quite a lot on the sports betting side. What I wanted to ask you is about these other products that SUZOHAPP will be exhibiting at the event. You mentioned the new scratch ticket vending machine, and we also have some custom printing solutions for the betting market. What can you tell us about the other products that will be part of SUZOHAPP's participation, and what has been the reception for them so far?
Yeah, so the scratch ticket vending machine, we launched it a few months back. We've been engaged with a number of discussions with customers. We actually have a launch customer where we are midway through the project, and that will be going live, I guess, early in the new year. Been very well received. So we have a nice flexible platform which allows us to build a machine that's fit for the requirements of different marketplaces. So we're talking to some customers that need a small desktop solution and others that need a full floor sized vending solution. And then from the custom side, obviously, they do a full range of EPOS terminals and various scanning products for both sports betting and lottery. And they have a really nice OCR solution, software package that we bundle with one of their scanners, which could facilitate a really user-friendly sports betting solution. And again, it's been well received, so we're in discussions with that. So we hope to conclude some more of those discussions during the SBC show.
All right. Well, we will be looking forward to SUZOHAPP's participation at the event. And Tim, thank you so much for joining us today.
Great pleasure. Thanks a lot.